Like when you say that, you remind me of a saying that I always go by, man. I keep telling all the guys. I'm like, you know what? As soon as you show a little bit of emotion, bro, especially as a guy, I don't know about the women. The women are emotional beings, but as a guy, I feel like as soon as you show emotion, depending on the group of people you're around, certain people are gonna take advantage of that.
Definitely.
So I'm that one person. Like, I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you were there. There was a point where one of our managers was like, we feel like France might be a serial killer, and I was like, why? They're like, dude, this guy doesn't have a vice. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, I don't. She's like, dude, we don't know. And I know, Cap, dude, that's been my motto. Like, I feel like I get into certain spaces and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna switch off, and it's probably a terrible trait. It's probably a very toxic trait for me personally, because I learned this even within my previous relationship. There's certain moments where I should be showing the most emotion and I won't even show emotion because I don't like how the emotion is taken. Some people will take advantage of it. This is when you're weak. This is when to strike. And like you said earlier on, see when people are studying people, the reason you said that, I was like, shit. Niggas are just studying. You
do it deliberately. When you go through certain things, you can show it.
Yes, I don't show it. I'll be going through the most. But a lot of people won't know.
A
lot of people won't know.
I think that is very common amongst guys. You understand?
Yeah.
The idea when you go through a lot, you just keep it to yourself. It's only female who like advertising to the whole world.
But dude, I hate to say it, it's like being a attention whore, dog. I forget the whore part, but don't get me wrong, and I say this for people that are in relationships. Like, if you're in a relationship, right? Don't be and you guys are having trouble. Don't be looking for attention in other guys.
And
what I mean by that is, like, have you seen with us as gents? Where do we get our attention from? Where's the most safe place to vent? If you have a brother or if you have a best friend or cheetah, that's where you go to. You go to him. You tell him whatever you're feeling. If he's able to help you, he's able to help you. If he's not, I mean, it is what it is. But you've gotten that load off your shoulders, Because I've even been, because a lot of people, like, I think even with the concept of not being able to show emotion or not showing people, I think a lot of people also just need to be open to, if you are going to show emotion, be open to that person using that information how they want to use it. I understand. If you can come and vent to me, whatever the situation is, I personally feel like we should be at a point where if I know, I'm about to vent and I'm about to open up to you, even if tomorrow I get to work and I hear my information that I told you privately, it's wrong. Don't get me wrong, it's wrong. But I feel like you should be mature enough to be like, "Alright, cool, dog. You do that," because don't get me wrong. As soon as you start opening up to other people, you do that knowing, okay, your information is no longer yours alone. If this person, you're fucked. It's what you do with that.
But what kind of information will you be disclosing at that time that a lot of people, you don't want them to even hear it?
It's. I mean, for guys, it could be anything. Dude, your girl could have cheated on you. You could be broke. You could be going through a lot of financial issues. You could be going through. I mean, dude, I went through. There was a point in 2020 going into 2021. I went through the craziest depression, bro.
2021.
2020 going into 2021.
Depression, like serious. You have experienced depression,
dude. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When people talk about depression, at first I didn't get it. Back then I didn't get it, but dude, the worst thing happened. One of my best friends passed away. And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've gone through a lot of loss, like family loss. I've lost a lot of people. I've been through it. So personally, I thought, dude, I've got experience. But with this situation, this guy was like my brother, bro. Like, everything.
That was your friend, eh?
That was my best friend. So it was at a point where, and I get it, like, best friend. And that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying it's like my brother is like, when certain things are happening in life, like, I might not see you, but a certain track will drop, a certain music video will drop, anything would happen, right? I already know what he knows. Would hit each other up in the afternoon, like, dog, did you hear that Post Malone song? Or did you hear this? Nice. And would vibe about it. Soon as that guy went, bro, it's not even something that I, like, a point where you don't have power over your emotions. I was that guy. Like, dude, I'd wake up and the things that drove me, dude, I lost interest in them, bro. I didn't want anything. I didn't want to do the clothing.
For how long did that happen?
Jeez, bro. I'd probably say I was probably in under that situation for like a good 6 months.
Good 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I feel like I've also went through it, but I don't want to call it depression.
Yeah.
Nah, I think it was just a moment in time whereby things were not going my way.
Yeah.
And the fact that things were not going my way, I was just feeling down.
Yeah.
I've never lost somebody who was close to me, and
Yeah.
that's one thing that I wouldn't say I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
But I'm preparing my mind for. Well,
Yeah.
understand? Like losing a family member.
Member,
That has
yeah.
never happened.
Ah,
Probably
I
I've
see.
lost cousins, but it wasn't a close cousin.
Yeah,
And
I see
stuff
what
like
you mean.
that. You understand?
Yeah.
So me, the time I felt down, it was the time that I was not working, for instance.
Oh,
You
I see what you
understand?
mean.
And I feel like my friends are out there. You understand? And now I'm in the house. Ki your mama will share, but like that, there's nothing to do. That's the thing I hate
Yeah.
about unemployment. You're like, okay, mobile, dude, you cannot be mobile.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to do. At least if like I can even go come on, around. So now area takes.
Yeah.
You are in the house the whole time, and of course you're going to be on social media. You see people who are living large because everybody's showing their highlights to another and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I was feeling down, and the moment the job came, everything was up. So I wouldn't call that depression.
Yeah. I know. I can. Yeah.
I gotta say. So
Yeah,
it was
just
moment of
a
dark,
moment.
but yeah, it was darkness. That's
Dude.
I don't want to this one.
Dude.
So I just want to understand when how you
Yeah.
are depressed, bro. Like as much as I understand yet you are saying that you don't have any control over your emotions.
Yeah.
Lintsotezwalo. But what is it that is hurting you? Okay, somebody passed away. It's a person that you were
Yes.
close to.
Very close to.
Utlokofit and stuff like
Yes.
that. So
and it's not even. See, don't. I think. Okay, sorry for cutting you.
Yeah.
I think what, for me, like I said, I've gone through them. I've gone through a lot.
yeah,
And this is from high school. Like, dude.
yeah,
I mean, I lost my dad in grade 11,
is it?
and then a few years later, I lost my grandma. Dude, like, I had so many of those things happen.
Yeah.
So many times I got desensitized to losing people. So when it comes to the last conversation, I was like, even to this point, I'm unable to comfort somebody that's going through that because I've been there so many times. There's genuinely nothing to say. Like I've seen a lot of people and people are like, but how do you support someone in this situation? I'm like, dude, from personal experience, there's nothing you can say. The most you can say is, dude, if you need anything, I got you. I'm here for you. And for me personally, that's it. Because I can't sit down with anybody and have a chat. Right? So I think also another thing that also kind of also topped that off is because I also just came out of the relationship as well. Like maybe like 2 years prior to losing my boy. So there was, I'd say, all the amount of emotion that I didn't go through over that yearly period of losing everybody, breaking up from that long relationship, and then this happened. And this for me was probably like the final straw because personally, like, dude, I think you probably know this. I'm probably one of the happiest person I know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm regardless of what's happening in my life, I've never had a moment where I'm like, dude, I was at a point where even going to the gym, like I'd go. Don't get me wrong, I'd do everything I do on a regular basis, but the drive wasn't there.
Yeah.
I genuinely want to do it, dude. I nearly even closed down the brand for a bit. There was a point where I was like, I don't want to do this clothing thing anymore because you get to a point where there's business. People want items. People want to buy. People want to do this. And it's not even that. And at the point, I wasn't even employed. You know, it's not even a point where there's nothing happening in my life. There's a lot happening in my life. But I couldn't care, dog. Like there was a point where I was driving. I was going to get some orders, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this, bro. Like I don't want to do this.
Because thinking about it, most of your days, or let's talk about the 24 hours that you have, right?
Yeah.
Most of it or all of it, you are feeling down, right? I'm sure there was those moments whereby 80 minutes nyana, you're a bit hyped up. Then you go back to that downward syndrome and stuff like that. Nothing. The
Like,
whole
I'm not
day
gonna
and
lie
every
to you.
day.
I think maybe because
Yeah.
it's sad to say this. Maybe because of everything I went through, I kind of went through a lot of emotional changes in my life that I was able to secure my mind mentally, that I didn't do some dumb shit to myself. Like, dude, there'd be moments where I'm driving and don't get me wrong, I would think of death and I'd be like, what would happen if I die? You know? And I was at a point where I accepted it, like, dog, if it happens, dog. Like, and I'm one person to, like, if there's anything that scares me in my life, death was the main thing, dude. Like, if my biggest fear is death. And I got to that point and I was like, dude, it would be cool. You know, I don't think I'd be that, you know, and I'm not saying I'd go and kill myself or, you know, do something stupid. But if anything happened, I'm nice.
You're nice.
I was at that point.
Wow.
That's what I was really accepting of if anything happens, it happens. Like everything, all the goals, everything I had in mind, I was like, dog, it's chill.
So since nothing was making your situation better and stuff like that, because the reason why I wanted to ask you this is because I wanted to even like kind of even advise people out there what is it that they can do, because a lot of people, they'll tell you that when you're depressed, go to gym, but I'm telling you, when I'm depressed, gym is the last place I want to be. TP veiling seat this out that doesn't help. Even if you bring a lot of friends, especially people who are going to tell me it's gonna be okay, that's the last person that I need in my life. So now what is it? That's why I feel like depression sometimes it's at a point whereby nothing works. It's like when there are moments whereby maybe that girl called you and you felt much better.
Dude,
your mother called you, then you felt better.
I cut everyone off.
Yeah.
It was everybody that I was speaking to at the time. Yeah. I cut everybody off. The person that I wanted to speak to the most also wasn't available at the time because she was going through her own things. What I'm not gonna lie to you, what brought me back, dude, and I appreciate this girl to this day, and I feel shit because her and I don't even talk anymore. There was a girl. I went to one of my suppliers. No, there was a girl, and it's sad to say there was a girl because there was a girl. I went to one of my suppliers, right? I wanted to get a few T-shirts.
Yeah.
And this girl walked in with her mom, right? I looked at
stranger.
Her. Yes, dude, I didn't know her.
Okay.
She walked in with her mom. Nothing to get pop. And it's like a kind of a business mechanism.
Yeah.
Because I know certain suppliers have certain things and other suppliers don't. So I was there getting my stuff, and I heard them asking the guy. They wanted to make T-shirts, and the company didn't do it. And I'm over listening to it. And I'm like, fuck, I know how to do it. We could do this for them.
Yeah.
You know. And she was a cute girl. I think she had braces. Yes, she had braces. She had dreads. Yellow pony nyana. So I don't want to mention her name. I went. They were still inside. I went outside. I went outside and I sat in the car. I sat in the car for a bit. I was on my phone waiting for a few guys. I didn't even leave the supplier, but they were parked like right next to me. I sat there in the car. After a young 5 minutes, the mom pulled out, jumped in the car. And I just dropped my window. I was like, I heard you guys asking about T-shirts.
Yeah.
I could assist you with that.
Yeah.
And she's like, I spoke to the daughter a couple of times, took the mom's number. And then I think later that evening, she contacted me. I sent her mom a message, and then she sent her daughter the message. And then we started speaking. I feel like the mom knew what time it was. You know, that's almost like, as much as it was business, it started off, I'm not going to lie, it started off as business, but dude, we got along. Like me and the chick got along. And we got along to a point where she didn't know I'm depressed. Remember, she doesn't know. She's thinking, this is who this guy is.
Like
my energy was. Like my energy is low. There's nothing that really excites
me. Also, your energy was low at the time.
Remember I'm depressed.
He said he kept peace.
Sure.
The t-shirt hits.
Like, dude, there's no drive in anything. Like, everything is more chilled, relaxed. And now I'm basically getting to know this girl, and she's getting to know me. But in her perception, and I think I cheated her of this, is she didn't know. I think only after 2-3 weeks of chatting did she know Sornaman.
Yeah.
You know, when you speak to me, there's a bit of a difference compared to how I met you.
Yeah.
And I hit her up. I'm like, listen, I went through the worst thing. This is where I am right now. And bro, if there's anybody that brought me out of that thing, she did. Because she didn't treat me as everybody else that knew me. Everybody else that knew me knew I had lost someone. And they knew what I was going through.
My point.
They saw my personality switch. So every time they'd see me, are you okay? Do you want to talk? Do you want to do this, that? I'm not that person. I don't want to talk. I don't like the attention. It does fuck all for me. Matter if anything, leave me alone. Let me sort my shit out. I'll be back. She didn't know that. So when she came into my life, she didn't know that. She didn't know that dude, it was a day today. She was a hustler. She hustles hard. You know, when you meet someone that hustles hard, and I'm much like, I'm going through this little bit of a slump, but this chick is motivating me to do T-shirts and whatnot. She's pulling me to go to different suppliers. This, that. She's basically forcing me to do things that normally, if I'm not depressed, I would have done. But because of the depression, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it with her, and I'm like, dude, because she's not treating me like like I need attention. No, she's not treating me like there's something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Bro, to a point where, and this is 2020, like close to the end of 2020. That's what you did. I've never in my life, in the 20 like recent years, spoken to someone on the phone for over 5 hours.
Wow, that is.
We spoke from, I think it was like 12 o'clock to like 5 a.m. Shaka night shift. Vodacom shaka that night shift.
Oh, you worked at Vodacom as a person
agent? I had it. I remember I worked at Vodacom for a point.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I had a Vodacom SIM card, and she also had Vodacom too. And because I worked at Vodacom, I had Airtime. Bro, we spoke from nights on end to a point where, like, I won't even say I had to mission her in terms of put game, like always be the alpha guy, like always get a game share. I didn't even have to do that with her. Like our energies like collided so very well that she knew what time it was without me having to say, dude, I actually like you. You know, the vibe was already there.
Yeah.
I don't think she was seeing anybody at the time. Maybe, I don't know, but the energy was bouncing so much, dude. Within a few weeks, we're going out on dates. She's calling me babes. I'm not sure. Even when she called me babes, I was like, hey, hey, this is. I'm not used to anybody calling me babes, you know. So if anything, dude, no cap, for me, it had to be her. There was nothing else.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that I said earlier on. I mean, the reason why when I'm depressed, I don't want people who know me or people who know what I'm going through to be around, because they feeling sorry for me. Just like, I wonder if I had to be in a wheelchair. I'm telling you, me, I'll die over depression because everywhere I go, right? Like, yo, dude,
that knows you, start treating people like, dude, like, and don't get me wrong, it's. I'm not saying don't show compassion to your people.
Yeah.
To a point. Let's have a limit about it. Let's talk about it. And then let's leave it alone. Certain people are able to work with their own things alone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if the person needs to get therapy, I don't want more to do that, guys. I promote that. Go see somebody, sit down, talk to somebody that you don't know, preferably. Because if I know you at your prime.
Yeah.
You understand? When people know you at your prime, and then it hurts us as a person talking to you.
Aisha. It's not the way we know him. Yeah.
Dog, so
no, I get you, bro. And another thing that you said right there is that that girl, everything that she was doing or saying at the time, like it was making you feel better. Like for instance, off air we spoke about King. Remember the last conversation we spoke about hey, as a woman as well, I need you to show that you wanna be with me.
Yeah,
you understand? Skabatli or Kintoko Latel and stuff like that. And sometimes you can get to a point whereby you feel like, you know what, I've lost so many women in my life, to a point whereby, you know what, let me just be the one who's always the first one to text, be the only one who's always calling, always initiating things. But I wonder sometimes if you can stay long enough and be patient about this whole love thing, you'll notice that God will bring along somebody who understands you. Because sometimes I feel like we get to a point, let's say you're a woman, let me not even speak from a guy's perspective. Let's say you're a woman, and you want a guy to be chivalry, for instance, to open the door, to come up with great gestures and stuff like that. I don't understand. Whether to come up with a chocolate out of nowhere, and watch, I'm not meeting these guys. You can come to a point whereby you're like, you know what, it's fine. I might not get this guy. Let me just settle for anything. But if you can be patient enough and have a standpoint and be like, these are my standards, I need something like this, eventually you'll meet somebody who will meet those standards. And I wonder that it will be the person that you least expect. The problem is that we go out, maybe go mall or go and you see a girl who's your type, maybe you be like, yo, I hope this one on paper
she's your type.
Then you maybe I want, then you like, yo, I like the fact that she said she likes initiating dates and so already. So now wife me but I'm telling you, bro, when a girl will just come out of nowhere, it will want to maybe transportang out of a sudden,
dude,
or some okay, cute, but it's fine. This girl is doing everything that I wanted from a girl. Then all of a sudden keep more so entertaining. So the reason I'm saying this is because I'm telling you, a lot of people, the reason why maybe they settle even for jobs that they don't want, they settle even for friendships. Because they got to a point where we like, you know what, it's been years and I get wholly into batlang. Let me just leave it. If you stay at it, there is eventually it looks like that thing that you
that's
need.
my thing, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hard to settle down.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a dick, and no, straight up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a straight up dick, dude. Like, I thought about it, dude. I thought about it last night on my way back, and I'm like, you know, people always ask me like, why am I single, dog? And it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not that I haven't had girls that I, you know, I kind of set myself up, dude. You know, there's a lot of girls that I genuinely be like, I actually loved this chick, but I only noticed it after.